other alternative for you to have, for anything to happen to you, man.
Yes, no problem. Yeah. This is a quick one just to back you up. Acts 22:2, and when they heard that he spake in the Hebrew tongue to them, they kept the more silence, and he said, that's the point. Hey, Yahushua spoke in the Hebrew tongue, man. You know what I'm saying? So if he spoke in the Hebrew tongue, therefore he had to have a Hebrew name, man. How can you be Greek, but you speak Hebrew? That don't make sense, man.
Right. You know, and that's a perfect point. Hey, because no matter where you go throughout the planet Earth, your name will be said different. If you were to go to China, your name is going to be said. You're still going to be who you are, but it's going to be a different dialect or different form of saying it. Your name won't just change entirely, man.
Proper, and they teach you that in English, proper names don't change.
That's right.
Proper names don't change, so your name is still going to be the same in that their language, but the dialect is going to be different how they pronounce it.
Exactly. So you get people from Japan or people from China to come here to the U.S. and their name is Xingningo Ming Hao. Their name is still going to be Xingningo Ming Hao. It's not going to change. We're not going to call him Ray. We're not going to call him Edward. We're not going to call him Bobby.
Like I said, this other pond, I was in the truck and you was playing that Spanish station. And all I heard was, Spanish. Then it said the word Home Depot. Then it kept saying Spanish. So that's how it's going to be, man. Whatever his name is in the Hebrew, it's going to be that word anywhere you go, man. So fast forward 2,000 years, it's still Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah.
That's right. And that's how the Lord looks at it himself. Everything else you heard was foreign.
Yeah.
And that's how he look at all these names that they're calling him. Jesus, like, what the hell is that?
Exactly.
Hey, when the Lord come back, that image, boy, that image is going to be shattered. Hey, we can already imagine how the Lord's going to take down that statue in Brazil. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's going to be a great epic fall for that thing.
He's going to fall like this.
And he's going to fall back. Hey, a free fall, and nobody's going to be able to catch it. I love to see the Brazilians up there trying to hold him up.
And die from that shit.
You got a precept?
I got something after.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Isaiah chapter 2. And starting at verse 10. Enter into the rock and hide thee in the dust for fear of Yahweh and for the glory of his majesty. The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and Yahweh alone shall be exalted in that day.
And that's what all that matters, man. Hey, because the haughty looks of man are going to be brought down low, man. Saying that the name's not important, not talking about the future prophecies that are going to come to pass, man. All that is going to be brought low because in their affliction, they shall seek me early. You're going to see a lot of people fading to black. They're not going to be standing up for these things that they once stood up for in their time of easement, so to speak. All right? In their time of pleasure, it's easy to talk a little noise. It's easy to tweak the truth a little bit to make it a lie. All right? But until things get real, that is the only time people change. On the workplace, when is that one good old-fashioned day where everybody's upright, they on time, when your management told you that the owner's coming in, or when the top senior management are walking through the floor? Everybody's on their P's and Q's. Nobody's taking that extra minute for from their lunch break. They're coming back on time. Everything's running like clockwork. Or that time when it comes for reduction, heads start getting chopped off. Everybody upright. They coming in finest. They saying yes sir and yes ma'am with things they never done before. It's the same way in this truth. The only time Jake is gonna get right when his heads begin to roll, man. And we have no pity. And we have no pity upon the wicked, man. All right? And because as the Most High's hope elect are doing everything in their power to be safe in these calamities that are to come, we're not feeling bad for you people who don't consider that, man. Hey, because these are sacrifices, man. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years of straight Bible discipline. All right, true Bible discipline. Not the Christian church discipline, because the Christian church form of discipline is still as the world's is. Do as thou wilt, come as ye are. No, the Lord don't want you as that. He don't want you that grimy nigga. He said that ye shall be a new man. A new man isn't coming as he is, or as he was. No, he's not that dog who went back to the vomit. He go to his closet, his wardrobe, he see the old man in there, he put on every now and then. Oh, man. This walk is a lifestyle walk. It's an eternal walk. Because he that endureth to the end, that is him that shall be saved, man.
That's why it says that in 2 Ezra, put off the mortal clothing. Like you said, that's the old man. But Spirit, you talking about this, because I got to watch it later. The elder was not just like just put up a video saying how all men shall not endure. And when you see titles like that, if that don't make you get your shit together, man, I don't know what does. You ain't even clicked on the video yet, but just the title, you know?
And the first thing I think of is Florida. You know what I'm saying? The apostle been talking about the 3 video ordeal being too much to handle. Like that's nothing because each video that you do, whether you tired, you sleepy, you don't have enough time, when you accomplish that video series in your head, you're like, man, I did it, Lord, man. Like you happy, you motivated. It's like it's an instantaneous feeling of gratification. You know? And because the Lord commanded us to do what? To occupy till he comes. So if you actually occupying, you feel good about doing a good job. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I did what you said. Because every kid, every child, even us is coming up, love to do what? Satisfy our parents. You know what I'm saying? Make daddy happy. Make mama smile. That's what it was all about. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is.
And what about the end? You know, you talk about 3 videos too much. What about when martial law comes? Or when the chip get here? Or when the nuke's on the way? 3 videos gonna be too much then?
Shit, you don't have time to do it. Hey, that's gonna be the time of the famine. So the Lord give you that window to work. You don't want to work. So then when that grinding cease, I'm talking about the grinding the truth. When that cease, you ain't gonna be able to work, and that's when you're gonna want to. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna want to do videos, but the internet ain't gonna work. You're gonna want to do videos, but you no longer have a camera, or your cell phone signals out. You know? So this is that. Hey, as they say, get it while the getting is good. Hey, cause we don't want no parts of that what we reading about, these future calamities and plagues, we won't be needing that.
This is St. John chapter 3, verse 3. Yahushua answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of Yahweh.
And being born again isn't talking about a rebirthing, you know, so you coming back out, or let's say you perish and you come back again, and you know what I'm saying, and now your mind is right. No, being born again is doing away with that old person, man. All right? And because now you are a new creature. You are a new person in whom? Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. That's what it talks about being born again. Like you fighting those demons and those temptations of carnality. You're fighting and building up more discipline to not deal with the things of the world. You know? You know what I'm saying? You have done away with the so-called drugs and smoking and, you know what I'm saying, what you call it when you partying too much. What's the word? Yeah, but rebellious. Yeah, banquets. You know what I'm saying? You kind of merge away from that, you know what I'm saying, particular scene. You know what I'm saying? That's that new man. That's being born again. Yes,
This 2 Corinthians 5 and 17. Therefore, if any man be in Hamashiach, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, because that's why we're no longer that man that we were. Now this walk is a constant transitional period, or transitional walk, because we still working on ourselves. As it is written, the righteous man knows when he slippeth or when he falls, you know? So, but that old person that you were, you are no longer him. And the world knows that and can acknowledge it about you. That's something different about you. Or when they see you, like, man, where you been? Shit, I've been around. I've been here. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? They think it evil that you go not to the same excess and ride with them. You know what I'm saying? So now you're different. And that's a good thing because now you are spiritually excluded from the world, man. And it's perception of the type of person you should be, man. You know?
You get your bed every time.
This 2 Corinthians 4 and 16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish,
Yet the inward man is renewed day by day.
It's on
Look at our elder
20%.
apostles, man. You know, they're not old men. You know what I'm
Found
saying?
what
But
I'm
they,
using the
you
internet
know what I'm
from.
saying, past the, you know what I'm saying, the 40s, you know what I'm saying, the
I'm
50s.
getting that signal
You know what I'm
to
saying?
the
But that
internet.
spirit's still young and vibrant. You know what I'm saying? And I know I be feeling broke down and tired sometimes. All the brothers be feeling, you know what I'm saying, feeling like that. But then you see the motivation, inspiration that these men that taught us still have for this truth. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Although the outward man appears, you know what I'm saying, perish, you know, but the spirit is renewed by and by, man. You know what I'm saying? And because this is what drives us. Because at the end of the day, the race is not given unto the swift, right? But at the end of the day, this is what we have, man, in order to get to ultimately gain that salvation. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's all about. Because by preaching the Most High's word, you very well may be able to save yourself and them that hear you, right? So that goes into these so-called family members that you love. That goes into that, you know what I'm saying, your wife that you love so much, or your child you love so much. The Lord will judge and base all that based upon you, you know? And because ultimately the Lord's gonna give us our heart's desire at the end anyway, man. So if he, you know what I'm saying, you love him and he loved you, and you know in your mind that you've been doing everything all possible, you know what I'm saying, to serve him, and the Lord got you, man.
Come.
You know, and the Lord got you, you know?
Jeremiah 5 and 14.
You good,
Wherefore thus said the Lord power of hosts, because he speak this word, behold, I will make my words in their mouth fire, and this people would, and it should devour them.
And that's why the people hated the Lord himself, man. If he came speaking that old English, British English, or talk the way they proclaim on every movie, why would they want to have killed them, man? No, because these words were fire, man. And it consumed those people as if they were wood. The same way these people hate Great Millstone just because we teach the truth, man. Right? As it is written, what it say? They hated him that rebuketh in the gate. They hate them because you speak uprightly. And since when did darkness begin to love light? No. Darkness loves to stay in a dark condition, man. And that light shining forth and bringeth light unto other light fixtures. It's like, you know what I'm saying, the spirit is like an electrical current, man. Right? And electrical currents jump from one a life source to another. And the key word there is life. All right? Life source. And because the majority of our people are in a dead state of mind, both physically and spiritually. And because they kill themselves with their diet consumption, they kill themselves with this whole drug epidemic to where it's cool to be a fucking dope fiend, man. That shit was never cool, man. You know? Man, that shit ain't never been cool, man. And then you look at the people who actually do these drugs, man, they're just straight demonic, man. Both inwardly and outwardly. Because now they have no moral values for themselves. All things goes, man. The Lord not dealing with that, man. And it's a time for all that to end. That's why the prophets are out on the highways and the byways, the highways and the hedges, right? Proclaiming this word, man. Hey, because you're going to get right or you're going to get destroyed. There's no in between. Like life or death, choose one. There's no, can I be the Walking Dead? You know, no, man. You're not going to be no zombie.
Yes, I would make the point. You know, like the brother said, you know, that's why they had your house shot. Because your house shot talk rough, man. All right, when you look at that word austere, all right, it said rigid, rough, harsh, man. And when it said he upbraided, you know, those towns of Capernaum, all right, to go to that word upbraid, it means to criticize harshly, man. He was cussing their ass out, man. All right, he was cussing their ass out the way you see brothers cussing our people out today, man. The house shot was doing the same thing, and we come in his stead, man. We are his ambassadors. We are extensions of Yahushua, man. All right, because the people are in the destroyed, all right, condition, man. All right, so we trying to slap them, get right, man, get right. All right, come out of that madness, man. Come back to who you are and your true power, man, and live by these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. So we doing the same thing that Yahushua was doing, but see, because these plantation Christians, all right, they talk, okay, that smooth talk, that smooth game, all right, they cater to our people's feelings, all right. They don't understand that Yahushua was very harsh when he spoke, man, you know.
And these so-called pastors straight demons, man, because they got that same trickery mentality that the so-called white man has and been using against our people. It's a manipulative way of being, man. You know, coming as a serpent, man.
Quick. Yeah, on this Luke 4, chapter 4, we start at verse 31. Or start at verse 30. When he passing through the midst of them went his way, talking about Yahushua, he came down to Capernaum, a city of Galilee, and taught them on the Sabbath days. And they were astonished at his doctrine, for his word was with power.
Yeah, and they were astonished at his doctrine because that word was with power, man. Hey, because that reminds me, I believe there was, and who was the king at that time, Herod? When he came unto the Lord, and the Lord had a stick right in the sand. He not to lift up his head and say the word to him, man. You know? Hey, because the Lord always had an austere a demeanor, man. And that word astonished the people because they looked at it and said, oh, what is this new doctrine? It was no new doctrine, man. You were still up under another spell of the same, and for the same reason that the Lord turned his back upon you from the get-go, or from the jump off, man. All right? Go ahead, bro.
This is Mark chapter 1, verse 22. And then the council going on with the wicked Pharisees. They had brought a woman who they had caught in adultery to him and asked him what should they do to her. Yeah, he started writing in the sand, writing in the dirt on the stick, and then when he raised up, basically they was all gone.
Yep. You know why? Because he was writing their sins on that in the sand. And when they saw it, they got confounded, got the fuck up out.
Yeah, that's why I say so we got through right, he said, now he, without sin, cast the first stone.
There you go.
Yeah, I couldn't remember verbatim tomorrow.
This Mark chapter 1, verse 22. And they were astonished at his doctrine, for he taught them as one that had authority and not as the scribes. It's going right back to what you were saying, though, man. Just like starting with the apostles and elders, man. Everybody astonished at the doctrine, man. You know, and me and none of them, because they teach with authority, man. They know what they talking about when they teach, man. They can go to precept on precept, line up on line, man. Which our people ain't used to that, man. The pastor read 1 or 2 scriptures, then he talking the rest of the time, man. He going about his goddamn snake skin shoes or whatever, man. You know, then he started making the people laugh, man. But that was the whole thing with Yahushua, man. It was like the doctrine he came with, he was speaking with authority. That wasn't what the people was used to, man. They was used to them scribes and Pharisees going by the script, some shit they had planned, you know what I'm saying, from week to week whenever they taught, man. You know?
Yeah, speak unto us smooth words. Prophesy the seats. That's what our people want to hear. They want to hear those smooth things, man. And we're not living in a smooth time period, man. Right? The Lord's been putting these Israelites up in different transitions of spaces and periods, right? And ultimately for them to get to where we are today, man. And because the prophets of old desired to see this time that we now see, man. They wanted to witness what we now witness, all right? But their time wasn't then, but the time is now.
Because you can be soft and thing on and build a temple from it. So then what you're going through now, part of it is to make you tough in the spirit, man.
Yeah, that's the only you can be tried. You know what I'm saying? In order to come out as that gold that the Lord is actually desiring, it has to be tried in the furnace. That furnace of what? The furnace of affliction.
Right, because when you put under that pressure, man, it builds character, man. It'll show you yourself, it'll show you where you weak at, and then you can work on it, man.
Right.
You know, that's what pressure all about, man. You get the pressure on people like, damn, I responded this way, I responded that way. Then the next time you'll be better at it, man, until you get better and better, man.
And when they say pressure bursts pipes, you know, and the deeper you go in the ocean, hey, that pressure could make your chest collapse or cave in, make your heart stop, you know.
Your ears be popping.
Your ears pop. Hey, to prove the Most High is the perfect balance, when you get on the plane, that pressure has your ears popping, man. You know, you feel a different current going through your body, man. So he got it here on planet Earth, man. He got it up above and down below.
Yeah, did you mention the water, brother? Yeah, hey, he swimming so deep, he feel that pressure on your lungs and shit.
And where you want to go back to?
Wow. Come.
In the kingdom, we're not gonna worry about no ambulance. We're not gonna worry about no fire or no fire trucks. We're not gonna worry about no paramedics. We're not gonna worry about no doctor visits, man. What else? You know, we're not gonna worry about no clinics.
No counsel.
We're not gonna be worried about no AIDS prevention places.
Come.
We're not worried about no lawyers, no court systems. We're not worried about these billboards talking about HIV. No, HIV positive. No, we're
Right.
not worried about none of that stuff. It's not gonna exist, man.
Roadblocks.
Roadblocks. You know what I'm saying? Police officer behind you with the blue lights on, your chest bumping. No. To hell with all that, man. And that's the time we're looking for.
It's Isaiah 58:1. Cry loud, spare not. Lift up that voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sin.
And that scripture right there never get old, man. And you can bring that out every week. You can bring it out, like we say, it's an oldie but goodie, man. That'll never get old. You lift up your voice like a trumpet, man. You seen a great trumpeter, man? And he can play that, and it sounds good, and it's loud. It's almost so loud, so you got to sit back a little bit. That's how the Most High's men, or out on the highways and byways, proclaim his word and his message, man. And he says what? Show my people what we've been going into. The Lord's only dealing with the 12 tribes of Israel, man. And even within those 12 tribes, he's only dealing with the elect amongst them, right? Show my people their sins and their transgressions, man. Right? Stop doing this, stop doing that. When it's already written, the number one selling book throughout the history of all books, right? It's already written in here. Everybody got one. Your grandmama got one. Your granddaddy, your mother, your father, your sister even got one, right? Everyone have this book, but he still, through the foolishness of preaching, has us out here proclaiming the message verbally, man. You know, to do what? The same thing is already written. But although our people are hard-headed, stiff-necked, and rebellious, man, the Lord still got us out here doing those so-called foolish things by preaching His word, whether they hear or whether they forbear, man.
They getting tired of hearing it, man. You know, pretty much a lot of these guys, they're saying, why are we talking about the same thing over and over again, man? Like that's coming out a lot now. Like a lot of jakes, they saying, why y'all keep repeating yourself? Well, that's the purpose of a prophet. Can brother get Jeremiah 28:8? That's our purpose, man. And then the scripture's called this gospel, this truth, the new song. Well, every song got a hook. So when you singing that song, you're gonna repeat that particular part of that song over and over again, man. They're gonna keep hearing it. You know? It's repetition.
And you can bring it out for them.
You know? And that's how you learn, man. All right, and then one thing about the truth, like they just said, you know, the brother had brought out Isaiah 58:1. One thing about the truth never get old, man. You know? Go ahead out.
I can say this, hey, the Lord repeats himself over and over and over and over and over again. You can read Isaiah and you can read Jeremiah and you can read 2nd Esdras and you can read Daniel and you can read Hosea, Obadiah, and they all say the same thing, man.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Yep, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. These were all Gospels. They were written, they were writing the same thing, except maybe just a different aspect. Different words, different points of views. So yeah. Like how you gonna say why y'all repeating yourself so much?
Right.
It's really because you scared, man. You scared of that judgment that's coming. You don't want to keep hearing it. So really guys like that, you really just still in the world, man. Because hey, this word, like say, y'all getting tired of it, and you feeling condemned in the spirit, man. And it's cutting you straight to the heart, man. And you over there like, it hurts. I'm still smoking.
Ouch.
Shit. Dang, I still mess with old dude chick down the street. Dang. Man, why y'all just gotta keep singing? That's how you get it, man.
That's why you read up in the New Testament. Hey, just about every chapter, or every book, always says, "As it is written, as it is written, as it is written," because it's referencing what? The Old Testament. So it's a constant book of repetition because for the Most High to classify His people as hard-headed and stiff-necked, how do you drill something into a slow-minded individual's head? Constant repetition. That's the only way to get good at something. Whether it's with aerobics, athletics, sports, you know what I'm saying? With Madden, you gotta play a few games to get your skills up. You know.
Stiff neck, but you gotta keep working on the stiff neck. You don't want to move.
Hey, you gotta work the kink out.
Keep the size.
We're not here for your fucking entertainment.
Exactly.
Fuck, we're gonna say it 100 million, 1,000, trillion times, man. And you ain't the only person that listen. You know how like when I first heard Job 9:24, that was a breath of water. That was water. That was a breath of fresh air. But they might have been saying, you already know they was sitting there years and years and years before I woke up. So it's new to you though. It was new to me. So nigga, you listen to the same bullshit rap, don't you? They say the same shit. Your dumb ass preachers say the same shit. You was in school and they said the same shit for 12 years. We just tell the truth. The truth, we just said it over and over again because you got to inculcate it in our people, man.
Yeah, and then you'll say it over and over again, but when you bring it out, you will bring it out a different way.
Yep.
Or maybe it's another point you can expound on. You know?
That's why the truth is for guys who are serious, man. Like Elder Banyumya was getting into earlier. That's why, you know, a guy who's not serious going through videos too much. That's too much for me. I ain't finna do that. You know, and that all right, man, you don't want to do that much work for the Heavenly Father. You know? That's on you, man. But yeah, see, that's why this truth is for serious-minded men. That's why the videos, they actually edify and they get into some history and deep edification. That be the one with 10 views, man. But the one where you expose tried and refined, you expose elements, or the black woman, you getting on Keisha. That's getting 1,000 views, man. 500 views. The woman come in, niggas come in, scoffers on there, everybody watching it. And at the end of the day, these type of guys, they gonna get destroyed, man. Because they think it's a game, they think it's entertainment. You learn by repetition. If you fight an experienced fighter or whatever, you can't go in the ring and fight John Jones. Why? Because John Jones been doing this. He been training every day, over and over and over again. So when you try to go fight him, you don't know half of what he knows. You don't know, he done forgot more than you learned, man. So yeah, repetition, man. And what he gonna tell you? Keep practicing. That's what he gonna tell you once he beat your ass, man. So it's the same thing in this truth. The scriptures tell you, hey, study to show thyself approved, man. Study to show thyself approved. How you become approved? Reading this one time? Come on, man.
We're rehearsing the righteous acts. In rehearsal, you gotta keep going over it. But you was about to make a point. I got it. Okay.
This is Isaiah chapter 62, verse 6 and 7. It said, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace, day nor night.
Wait a minute, so we never hold our peace, so we gonna keep, crying aloud and sparing light. Keep warning the people. Which means that we gonna keep saying the same thing over and over again, man. If you don't like it, then turn to something else. You know? You got it.
And people say we saying the same thing, but our people keep doing the same shit.
Right.
We got to say the same thing. Just like your mama had to tell you, come home at 12 o'clock. And you never come home at 12 o'clock, she gonna keep telling you that, man. Or your daddy, man, till you get it, man. You know, so that's why brothers had to say the same thing. Because our people are still, how many of our people still finna celebrate Christmas? And brothers go into the video every year, all right, going to how it goes back to Ceramics and Talmud. You know, to us, hell, you think you bored up, hell, what you think about us? We saying the same thing we just told y'all gonna celebrate Christmas.
Then this year, you got reefs up, lights up, all that shit. The whole goddamn Rudolph in the front yard and shit, you know? So that's why we got to say the same thing.
Yep, but that's beautiful because you brought out how your parents would tell you to come home at a certain time. They'll keep warning you not to stay out late. Then after that warning, you don't get your ass beat because you didn't listen. You know, because something gonna happen to you for not listening, and then you gotta basically get the discipline for not hearkening to your parents. So same thing, man. We telling you, we warning you over and over again, but you know if you don't listen, then the Most High gonna whoop your ass, man.
Is he not our Father? So he telling us over and over and over again. Why? Because he said we're stiff-necked people, man. So a stiff-necked, stubborn, stone-hearted people not gonna listen the first time, man. They gonna have to learn the hard way. You know, even when you read on Jonah, the reason Jonah got swallowed by the whale is because he was being hard-headed, man. He was being stiff-necked. He didn't want to do it. So yeah, hey, that's the way it works, man. Repetition.
This is Isaiah chapter 62, verse 6 again and 7. It said, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which should never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence, and give him no rest.
Wait a minute. So you didn't make mention of the Lord. That's us. You know, because we're the ones that remembered our power. We remembered the name. You know, it's going to say how the Lord has a book of remembrance. You know, for them that fear the Most High and call upon His name. But then it tells you in the book of Baruch, in the land of their captivity, shall they remember themselves. So we're the ones that making mention of Yahweh Shai. All right, no one else is doing it. You know, and the brother's going into the importance of calling upon those names earlier. All right, so we're the ones doing that. But it says we're the ones that's giving him no rest and keeping not silent. Just like Yahweh Shai spoke that parable about the how you say that word? Important widow. The unfortunate widow, saying it correctly. Basically, that widow was bugging that unjust king, until that unjust king avenged her. You know, but we're doing the same thing, but it's to the Most High, who's a righteous king. All right, so you got to constantly bug the Most High, and part of you bugging the Most High is you coming out here and prophesying. That's giving him no rest. All right, you constantly bugging the Most High until the Most High destroys this place. You know, and part of that is praying. You praying to the Most High constantly. You putting curses on this place constantly. But doing the videos, all right, all that's in sync. All right, so you guys, they have a problem with it, man. Really, you just not of the elect. Because if you were of the elect, you wouldn't say nothing like that, man. That's why Scripture say, but foolish and unlearned questions avoid. You know, knowing that they do gender strife. Go believe in the flat earth or something, man. All right, go ahead out.
And give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
So you're supposed to keep teaching until the kingdom is established. You know, so just like the brother was going into earlier, if the Lord has us out here, Lord forbid, but if it happens, if he has us out here for another 10 years, will you wait? And that's the thing. And going back to that parable Yahweh Shai spoke, how he said, well, you know, should not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night? Well, it goes right into it. He said he shall avenge them speedily, but when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? Going back to Elder Menadazak's recent video he just put up, you know, which, hey man, brother's gonna watch that, man. I'm gonna watch it, Lord willing, man. You know, all men should not endure. Because if we gotta wait, like I said, Lord forbid, but if that's the case, if it's the Lord's will, if we gotta wait another 5-10 years, don't you know, a lot of Jake not gonna wanna wait, man. A lot of Jake gonna fall out because Jake figure in their mind, you know, well, hey, it's taking too long. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was supposed to come. Just like Jake, they fell out because it didn't come in the year 2000, man. You know? Jake probably fell out in the year 2012, or the end didn't come then. You know? Which if you know the scriptures, you know that a man can't put a date on when the Most High is going to destroy this place, man. Only the Most High himself knows the time. The Son of Man himself doesn't know the time. All right? But then, even going back to what Yahweh Shai had told the Apostle Peter, you know, because he was talking to him about his favorite disciple, which is John. You know, if I will that John tarry till I come, what is that to thee? Like what they got to do with you? Just follow me. So basically, will you wait for the Lord until he come back? You know, you just do the will, man. You do the work. Don't worry about, you can't get caught up into time, and you can't even get caught up into what a certain brother's doing to an extent. You know, because even though we brothers and we watch each other and we love each other, but basically Yahweh Shai was just talking about you gotta work out your own salvation. That's what he was telling Peter. But Peter got all caught up as what should this man do? Because the Lord was getting married. Can we get that? I don't want to speak for granted. It's the last book of John. The Lord told Peter, feed my lambs. And if brother can get that in 1 Peter, is it 5:1? Feed the flock. Because your job is just to do the work, man. Like don't worry about the end didn't come yet. It didn't come at the time that I wanted to come. Just do the work, man. The brother just read, we're supposed to give the Lord no rest. So we gotta be out here another 5-10 years, man. Like I said, Lord forbid, but if it's his will, then we gotta be out here, man. Shit, hell, it's about to get cold now. Winter is approaching, man. You know how many guys about to go back in the house, man? And not gonna want to teach because it's about to get cold. All right, brother, got that?
That John.
Come on. All right, we're gonna get this first. We're gonna get that. Go ahead.
All right, this is the book, St. John, chapter 21, verse 18. Verily, verily, I say unto thee, when thou wast young, thou girdest thyself, and walkest whither thou wouldest. But when thou shalt be old, thou shalt stretch forth thy hands, and another shall gird thee, and carry thee whither thou wouldest not.
Right, so that's the thing too. A lot of us are gonna be tried unto death. You know, that's the reality of this thing, man. That's why brothers, you know, they keep reiterating through the spirit about taking the truth serious, man. You know how messed up it is getting crucified upside down? Or getting your head chopped off? Which being crucified upside down, that's worse, you know? You getting decapitated, that's more of an instant death. But either way it goes, you suffering, man. So some of us, you know, pursuing the Revelation 20 and 4, we may experience the guillotine, man, or we're going to experience it. We don't know who those brothers are. But even in that situation, man, like the brother was saying earlier, that's why the Lord is hardening us now, so we'll be able to have that confidence to endure that. You know? Go ahead, out.
Verse 19. This spake he, signifying by what death he should glorify the Most High.
Right, and that's actually in the records, in the history. Most people know that the Apostle Peter got crucified upside down. All right? Go ahead, out.
And when he had spoken this, he said unto him, follow me. Then Peter, turning about, seized the disciple whom Yahweh Shai loved following,
which is the Apostle John,
which also leaned on his breast at supper and said, Lord, which is he that betrayeth thee?
Right?
Peter, seeing him, said to Yahweh Shai, Lord, and what shall this man do?
You know the crazy thing about it, or the funny thing about it, which, like I said, this thing is so serious, man. And Lord forbid, none of us fall out. Because, hey, man, when you read scriptures like that, it just make you think of men that quoted it perfectly. Or they used to always bring that scripture out. You know, Element, you used to bring that scripture out a lot, man. And to show you that the apostles, they're merciful and they're very balanced. Elder Apostle Ari said that, man, you should just repent and go on a fast. That the Lord put the spirit back on you to go back out there, man. You know, which we all know is ultimately the Lord's will, whether you're going to go back out there or not. But just showing you, man, hey, the apostles, they merciful. And they understand that men going to go off, men are going to fall out. That's why you got the parable of the prodigal son, or the son that fell away. But just ultimately, that was all Israel. We fell away. They go to the Israelite foreigner. But also men that came to this truth, but they go out so hard, you know, and they be out there, man. But if the Lord wants to, if they're of the elect, then the Lord can bring them back. And we're seeing examples of that. Certain brothers, they actually end up coming back, all right? But sticking to the point, you know, the Apostle Peter, he was so concerned about John, he got caught up into like, man, so what is he going to be doing? You know? Like, what's his purpose? What's his life? Go ahead.
And it said, started at 21, it said, Peter seeing him said to Yahweh Shai, Lord, and what shall this man do? Yahweh Shai said unto him, if I will that he tarry till I come, what is that to thee?
Right, the word tarry means to wait. So if he waits on me till I come, what that has to do with you? All right? But basically, we know that the Apostle John died on the island of Patmos, but that also proves that he came back too, man. He came back in the reincarnation. Because pursuing the Revelation 10, Yahushua had told John that you shall prophesy again before many nations, tongues, and kings. Roughly paraphrasing. So he had to come back for that to be fulfilled. You know? Which, like the general broke down, General Michael Warner, that also proves that John is Daniel. Which it makes sense, man, because when you read about the revelations that Daniel got, really John got the rest of it. You know, when you read in Daniel 7, when you read in Daniel 7, basically the rest of that breakdown of the fourth beast, that goes to Revelation 17. And then, you know, it's going to say how Daniel, he would come back in his light at the end of the days, you know. So that all proves reincarnation, man. And that's the thing too. If you're a prophet, you're gonna come back doing the same thing, man. The spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So we just gotta do our job, man. You know? The prophets are gonna get their reward, man. You know? I mean,
basically, John the Revelator, like basically he told him like in the spirit, and then if you go to Daniel the 10th chapter, it tells you how Yahushua went to the what was that, the Persian king, and how he had the authority to call on Mike the Archangel, Mike the Archangel, man. So hey, we all come back in our lots, man. Yep. It only makes sense, man.
Yep, and that shows that we all control. If the Lord is controlling the minds of kings and leaders of the nations, who are we? You know, which I mean, we're Israelites. We're a great people, but then the Lord is only dealing with the elect now. So everybody is playing a part, man. You don't control, and that's the scary thing about it. You don't control whether you stay in the truth or not, man. You know, that's why it's so serious. But can you jump up to verse 15?
15?
Yeah. And we'll get ready to close out.
This is St. John 21:15. So when they had dined, Yahushua saith to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these?
Right, so even though you love the brothers, you got to love the Lord more than you love the brothers. You know? Because you're going to keep doing the work, man. And that proves you love the Lord. And it's going to get into it. Go ahead.
He saith unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my lambs.
Right, and the Lord knew Peter's thoughts. You know? But the point is, he wanted to ask him that anyway. You know? Which he did it, you know, to bug him, so to speak. All right? Hey, man, and that shows how the Lord was cold, man. All right? But go ahead out.
Verse 16. He said to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He saith unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my sheep.
And who are the sheep? The sheep are the house of Israel and the house of Judah. All right, the 12 tribes. All right, go ahead out.
He said unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, lovest thou me?
Right.
The Lord repeating himself right there.
Oh, well, that's spirit. Hey, that's spirit. Hey, can you read that again? You want to expound?
No, you can. St. John 21:17. He saith unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me?
Right, and 3 times that's spiritual.
Come.
You know? And like the elder apostles went into it, elder apostle Gabar in particular, he said the number 3 represents understanding. All right, go ahead.
It said, Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahushua said unto him, Feed my sheep.
So he did it anyway. You know, he told him that again anyway. Repeating himself. All right, but let's see what we have to learn from that example. Get what you got out.
This 1 Peter 5:2. Feed the flock of the Most High is among you.
Wait a minute, but the Lord just told him that. All right? Feed my lambs or feed my sheep.
But the Apostle Peter, now he's telling it to us, feed the flock of the Most High. And it's like it tells you in, what's that? Is it Romans 15:4? All right? Yeah, whatsoever was written aforetime was written for our learning. All right? So we have examples, man. You know, the Lord told the Apostle Peter to feed Israel, and then the Apostle Peter is telling us to feed Israel, which that proves that you love the Lord and the brothers. You know, so.
And we doing the same thing.
And we doing the same thing. And we're doing it now. Which we're built. What we're building, it started with what the Lord built, man. You know, and the scriptures say how we're building on the foundation of the holy apostles and prophets. You know, and the scriptures say how other men have labored, and ye have entered into their labors. So, you know, it's great because see, we're a part of something that we didn't start. You know, we didn't start this, man. You know, but we're entering into it. We're entering into other men's labors. It's like a good point that that Elder Ariala had made, which you brought that point out, Ayash, because you had reiterated what he said. You got something that's called worthless wealth, which that goes into how people they're into the cryptocurrency, all right? Which you know a lot of brothers are into it. You know the Elder War, he's into it. Basically, you watching your money make money for you. And that's basically what we're doing for the Lord, man. That's why he said how he reaped where he strawed not. The Lord don't got to do a damn thing, man. He laid the foundation 2,000 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So we're working for him, man. That's why he said how when he comes, he's going to receive his own with usury. And usury means interest. Basically, the talent or the gift that he gave us is gain more fruit or gain more brothers. All right, so that's that money, making money for him, man. All right, so we don't know the exact time. We can tell you it's close. All right, but either way it go, this is our job. Can you read one more time out?
This 1 Peter 5:2. Feed the flock of my flock. Feed the flock of the Most High, which is among you. Take it the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willing.
Oh, so you shouldn't feel like this is a burden, or you're forced to do it. We're not constrained, man. We actually love doing this, you know. But you know, flip side, hey, you're gonna catch hell too. You're not just gonna have this full truth, and it's gonna be easy, man. You know, a main part about it is demons gonna mess with you, man. Because you got the exact truth. Hey, man, these other camps, they're not getting plagued, man. You know, and see, the beautiful part about it is, see, we get plagued and we catch hell, but then the Lord shows us things, man. You get revelations in the spirit, you know, and then, hey, man, you get spiritual dreams or whatever the case may be. You get built up. You see chariots, you know, and I'm just speaking as a man. We don't look into all these camps and you know, we're not there when they're going through what they're going through, but through the spirit, I don't believe they going through them things, man. I don't believe they seeing them signs like that, man. If they were, they wouldn't be trying to build up here. They'd be hastening for the kingdom to come, man. Like the scripture you read earlier, they teaching false burdens, man. You know, so they seen vain and foolish things, man. Businesses in America. When you know this place, well, I guess you don't, Nate. Well, you do. You sold out, man. But the way you act as if this place is about to go on forever, man. But that shows you not being afflicted. Actually, you rich, man. You make a lot of damn money, man. As a matter of fact, and brothers have looked into IUIC, and basically y'all are an Islamic organization, man. You know, ain't that some shit, man? You know, and showing you y'all set a table for that truth. So, because Esau, see, he has the same narrative. Esau already wants to link us with Islam and terrorists. So y'all making it easy. Hey, brothers have brought it out. IUIC, they're an Islamic organization, man.
And if you want to get on Islamic organization, that movie, The Town, Ben Affleck in it, they was robbing banks, doing heists. The FBI, and they was like, damn, he was like the only people we could have 24. He was like, what's their religion? Yeah, he was like, I think they Catholic. And he said, damn, the only people that we can monitor 24 hours is Islam. So yeah, hey, what did Nate just do? Nate has IUIC monitored 24 hours a day, man. So it kind of makes sense of that lady that came out and was exposing them, and she was saying about the fringes thing and how these random dudes knew certain stuff about her that they shouldn't have been knowing. So she was like, either somebody had to be telling her business, or they actually got spies. And I believe it's the second one. You actually being monitored, man. Because think about it, even to register with Nate to get into his classes, you have to give your address, your full government names, all of that, man.
Social Security.
Oh yeah, Social Security too, I believe. And then you have to do the same thing with General Yohanna, all right, to get in on his radio show now. You know, so if you want to listen to The Grill, you know, hey, you gotta give up your personal info, man. Now, both 501c organizations, man, who knows? They probably Islamic too, man. That's why they shooting them guns and shit. Because hey, when it becomes crunch time, I'm telling you, the heads of IUIC and the heads of ISUPK, they think they're gonna be safe. That's why they doing this shit, you know? And ISUPK even takes it a step further and say, if there's a camp out there and they ain't been ordained by the Commanding General Yohanna, if ISUPK to teach, then they false prophets and the Lord not dealing with them. That comes on at the beginning of their video, man.
Everyone.
You know? But meanwhile, when we come out and say Great Millstone has the truth, we Satan. We got Satan on us. But nobody gonna say nothing about UPK for doing that, man. Nobody gonna say nothing about Nate for telling his congregation don't watch nobody else. You know?
Be willing, not for victory.
He said, but willingly. So we want to do this every week. You know, every day if we could, but at the same time, we got to be balanced. We don't want to burn ourselves out, but we love doing this, man. And it says, read the last part again.
Be willing, not for filthy lucre.
Yeah, not for filthy lucre's sake, you know, which is money. So we weren't paid off, man. You know, hey, we're not getting anything for this. I mean, we looking at the ultimate payoff at the end. You know, that's why we keeping our eyes single. That tunnel vision, it's a payoff at the end. Like I said, it's a light at the end of the tunnel. When the Lord comes back, that's when we get paid, getting the kingdom. Which we out here for that 1 penny, man. But as of right now, we're not getting anything, man. You know, hey, actually, brothers breaking down, man. You know, physically, mentally, because the truth, like Elder Apostle Rakai said, it can bring you to the brink of insanity. Sometimes, man, you feel like you're going crazy sometimes, man. That's why Scripture say, oppression maketh the wise man mad. Now, mad means angry, but actually, like, to go deeper, it really means to basically go crazy, man. Like, you become a madman, and you seeing all this shit. If we were talking about it before we started up, man, if we was here for another 10 years, because like I said, I mean, you know, like Scripture say, we gonna just wait till the Lord come, but brothers gonna be out of it, man. I mean, we still gonna do the work, but shit, you don't know how you will be, man. That's why you see when certain people come up to the apostles' camp, man, they don't let them breathe. Like, you don't give room to say shit, man, because you know they fed up, man. But there's no excuse, because here it is, they're in their late 40s and 50s, but they're still doing the work, man, and not getting paid for it. You know? But go ahead, just finish off.
But of a ready mind.
Yep, being apt to teach. You know? Hey, man, Elder Apostle Hart, I forget the exact number, man, but in 1 week, I'm gonna just say he put up a lot of videos. 20. Yep. And certain times he did more than that. You know? And so that's leading by example, man. So, you know, who you guys say, well, 3 videos is too much, man. But yeah, but if you got Keisha, all right, or Michelle or Shirley, if they want that damn time, you gonna give it to them, man. Yep. You go more than 3 times a day. You can. So you got it, right?
That's a huge no-no, man. Don't be selling your soul to these hoes, man. All right. Don't be over there chasing women and shit, man.
That's right.
Like that's like Hey, getting a woman is like drinking water, man. If you're a man, there is some woman out there for you. Hey, women got variety and different shit they like, just like we do. So yeah, it's plenty of women out there who you just pull and take home, man.
So why the fuck would you say? Why would you put this truth back? I ain't doing no lessons for the next 4 months, right?
And to give it up for Keisha, and then come back and be like, y'all brothers gonna let me back in the camp? You know what I'm saying? Like, hell no, man. Go start camp with her. Apparently Jake doing that now, like we saw in Memphis. You know, Jake got the woman with the head wrap passing in the Bible while she's over there staring at other men. Poor Jake, man. Yeah, but Lord will bros will edify. We want to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua.
Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, and honors to the brothers who are out there doing the work in sincerity and in truth. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. And with that, death to America!
Death to America!
Kwam Yashala!
Kwam Yashala!
Ba'ashem Yahushua, Barak Shalom.
Shalom.